So how many lights do you think are in this photo? I'll give you a hint. You're wrong. So this photo is actually taken with a single light source, just the one, nothing else. And I wanted to make this video to show you that you don't necessarily need tons of lighting gear to create something really interesting. You can use just creative lighting techniques to simulate something that appears much more grand in scope than it actually is in reality. Now you might be thinking, how is this possibly one photo? Clearly there's like a main light going on, and there's some kind of rim light and a gelled background light. Well, let me show you. Let's go a little bit wider here. So this is actually a zoomed out view of the exact same setup I used for the photo. And the only light that's actually affecting the photo is this. This is a speed light about 6 inches or so behind me, hidden behind my body. And when that flash fires, the light is going to hit the back of my hoodie. It's going to bounce off of this and reflect onto the backdrop behind me. And because my hoodie is red, it's going to give it a gelled background kind of look. It's going to give it a kind of red, or in this case, pink color cast. And some of the light that's also hitting that is not bouncing back, but it's going to go through my hair, and you can see here it kind of creates a nice rim light. And some of it also goes over my shoulders and hits this. This, which you can't see in the frame of this video, is a 2-foot by 3-foot softbox. You can kind of see it here in the reflection on the background there. That light that's going on there is actually the light that's going to be bouncing off of the speedlight. Now, of course, the speedlight's not firing. For this video, I had to turn that on so that you can actually see things, otherwise it would be pitch black in here. But in the photo, that was not turned on. I used that softbox as a giant bounce. So that light that was coming over my shoulder hit the big white bounce of the softbox, reflected back onto me, and created the look of the main light. And because the distances are about the same from the light here to the speedlight, the speedlight to the softbox and the speedlight from the background, the exposure on me here for the main light that's coming from the bounce in front of me and the exposure of the backdrop are going to be exactly the same. So neither one of them is overpowering one or the other. You might be wondering, well, why use one light if you already have a softbox in front of you? You have a light. Why not just turn it on? The whole point of this was that you can kind of use anything here. It doesn't have to be a softbox. This softbox is already on a light stand because it's attached to a light. You can just as easily use a reflector or any white cardboard or anything that you can use as a bounce to create your main light, as long as it's positioned in front of, somewhere to the front of the light that's behind you. And because this is kind of hidden behind me here in the photo, you can't even really tell where the light is coming from. But it does look like there's a 3-light setup here: a rim light, a gelled background light, and a main light. So this is really great if you want to travel light and you don't want to have to carry 20 million different lights around. Use as little as possible and then try and find creative ways of lighting your scene. Or if you're broke and don't have very many lights, this is a great way to create a look that kind of simulates the look of multiple other lights, even though you're only using one. And it's just the cheap speed lights, like a Yongnuo, so it's not even name brand. It was $70, and I have a 3-light setup. So that's pretty cool, right? Not only that, but this also works in video. If this was not a speed light here, but if I had like an LED video light, it would give you the same exact effect. The quality of light might be different because of the size, but basically the principle is exactly the same. So that's really it for the video. I just wanted to show you how you can use one light to create something more, and how you don't necessarily need to have tons of gear to create really great images. Just got to get a little creative. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video, and if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. It shows me that you like it. And if you want to see more videos like this and photography tutorials, tips and advice, and ideas on how to stay creative, then hit subscribe and you will be alerted to more when they come out. But until the next video, I'll see you later.